Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing what are they secretly want to tell you spread for all of my Aries out there. So let's get after it. Okay. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, moon, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. What do they secretly want to tell all of my Aries out there? What do they secretly want to tell all of my Aries out there? What do they secretly want to tell all of my Aries out there? Cards you need to see. The cards I need to see. Show me the cards that I need to. See if that feels good. Ooh. Alright. So, this looks and feels like the return of an ex. Judgment card here. We got the return of an ex coming into the situation here. Now, this individual, things in it for a reason. We got the Ten of Swords here. So, like the ruination of plans, the feeling of being stabbed in the back, of being betrayed. So, this person did hurt you a great deal. But they're coming back into the picture again here. This individual, possibility of this person being a water sign individual, a younger water sign individual here we're talking about here. So, a situation where we have like a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio energy here. However, here, there's a great amount of passion that this individual has for you here. There's a lot. There's still, even though you got hurt by this individual, okay? There's still a great deal of passion that's here. That you have for this individual as well. You can't trust them, but there's still a great deal of passion here for this individual that you have here. And there's still a great deal of sexual chemistry between the two of you here. We also have the Ten of Pentacles here, which means this person is either an individual that comes from a financially solid foundation, or either they they have or either they have like a financially coming from a solid financial foundation. Could either mean they come from money from their family, or they have a really good job here. Now this individual here, we have the Ace of Cups here. So this person's in love with you. Okay? This person's very deeply in love with you, and there's definitely sexual attraction between the two of you. Although they hurt you now, as far as you're concerned, this is like the skull and crossbones, like, just stay away here, okay? But this person is definitely deeply in love with you. Also, and as I said before, Pentacles are coming out yet again. King of Pentacles here. This person's, really good with their pentacles. They're very down to earth, very grounded, especially when it comes to financial issues. When it comes to emotional issues, they are in love with you, but you know what? Let's get a little bit more clarification on exactly why this Ten of Swords is here. Because this could be a situation. It could be a situation where there was cheating going on, or just an overall betrayal. Give me some clarification on this Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Give me some clarification on this Ten of Swords. Why is this Ten of Swords here? You go ahead. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we have here, we got a situation where we got the Eight of Wands here. That tells me that this person you didn't catch them in the act per se, but there was like a trail here. There's a lot of a trail on social media. So this person was doing a lot of communicating with other individuals via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, that sort of thing. So you found out you found out that there was some type of potential cheating going on via social media, and that's how you discovered what was going on, what you suspected was going on here. So it's not, you didn't so much catch him in the act, but that action in and of itself has led to the feeling of betrayal. Okay, so that's what's going on with that. So with that being said here, okay, let us see what What kind of blockages are you guys possibly dealing with here, other than the obvious here? What types of blockages? What types of blockages are you guys potentially dealing with here? What kind of blockages are you guys potentially dealing with here coming back together? What kind of blockages are you guys potentially dealing with coming back together here? What type of blockages are you potentially dealing with coming back together here? 2 more shuffles. What kind of blockages are you dealing with coming back together here? What kind of blockages are you potentially dealing with coming back together here? Okay. Some cards you need to see. Some cards you need to see. Some cards that I need to see. Okay, we go. Here we go. Okay, so right from the beginning here, we have the 9 of Swords. And obviously, you know, since what happens, since you discovered what you suspected was going on, it's going to cause you a lot of anxiety and a lot of depression. Okay? Because if you can't trust somebody, you know, that's just like a deal breaker in and of itself. So that's part of the problem. In addition here, we have the 2 of Pentacles here. It's going to be really hard for you to kind of have a good work-life balance, just have an overall good balance in your life, period, if you are with someone that you don't trust, again, here. Also, we have a 4 of Pentacles here, holding on for a short success, because, you know, there's no guarantee here. Holding on to this situation is going to make it any better. There's this huge sense of betrayal that I'm seeing here. There's a huge sense of betrayal, and the reason why it's such a huge betrayal is because you suspected something was going on, but simultaneously you weren't sure because things were going pretty good. All right, so that's why holding on to that situation for a short success, it's not necessarily granting success because you don't exactly know what happened. All right. Also, we got the 9 of Cups here, representing a situation in which your wishes will be fulfilled. There's this fear in your part that your wishes will never be fulfilled because you can't trust this person anymore. So things are kind of ruined. Things are kind of destroyed here. Also, we got the 3 of Wands here, representing a situation which you're kind of waiting for the ships to come in, waiting to see what else comes over the hill, so to speak. You're kind of afraid to see what comes over the horizon. You're kind of wondering what other kind of skeletons are going to fall out the closet here. So there's this deep-seated fear that there's, you know, what's the next shoe to drop, okay? Even if you take care of the situation with the Empress energy, so even if you assert yourself and take control of the situation, again, this is one of them situations where once bitten, twice is shy. So even if you assert yourself and you take control of the situation, you know, it would just be the over reliance on making sure, you know, checking their phone all the time, thoroughly scanning their social media, because that's how you discovered that there was some infidelity the first time. So, you know, scanning through all of their social media, looking for unnamed accounts, connected accounts, you know, looking at the nature of the conversations taking place to see if you see any red flags. It's just, it would just be too much, okay? It would just be too much for you to try to take control of the situation. In addition, here we have we got the 9 of Pentacles here, representing a situation in which you have all the tools you'll need to be successful. You thought you had all the tools you needed to be successful. As I said before, this situation kind of came out of the blue. There was nothing, you know, there was no arguments. There was not a lot of tension. You thought everything was cool. Everything was kind of moving smoothly, and you know, overall it was a pretty good relationship. And so you thought you had all the tools you needed to be successful, but you got to go back to the question: what are the blockages? The blockages are the fact that apparently you don't have all the tools you need to be successful. There's something missing in this scenario here. And finally, here we have the 8 of Wands, which brings us full circle back to the problem to begin with, which is the internet. You know. You're definitely afraid to find out, see what you're going to find on social media. Okay, at this point, the whole social media aspect has left a bad taste in your mouth. You're pretty fearful of it. Like I said before, there's definitely some sexual attraction that you guys still have for one another. but you can't trust the individual, and that's the problem here. So that's just going to be a no-go here. With that being said, let me see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down. And then we will call it. What additional information Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? Show me cards you need to see. Cards you need to see. Cards you need to see. Here we go. Influence. So apparently there may be a situation where there may be some other things in, like, exactly what is influencing this individual to do these things. It could be the possibility of the friends that this individual associates with. So you're worried about, this individual, your significant other, being influenced by other people. Some this is what I've noticed. Like, a lot of times if people go out together, okay, usually the trouble occurs when you got that single friend. Everybody else is committed to somebody, but you got that single friend. And, there's this perception that the grass is greener on the other side. So this person's single, this person's solo, having a good time. And it's like, wow, I wish I'd had that kind of freedom. That little do you know that they're envying you, because they go home at night. 9 times out of 10 they're alone. You have somebody to go home to. So, the fact that there could be some negative influences there is a high probability here. In addition here, magnetism. You're also going to have to deal with the fact that there is an attraction that you have towards this individual and they have towards you, and you're going to have to pretty much deal with that. Also, it's going to have to be baked into the pie that this individual probably is not going to change their ways, okay? And you really have you really don't have any real efficient way of knowing if they have changed or not, because that there's always going to be that trust factor that's there. Finally, here we have formation, okay? So my interpretation of what Spirit actually is telling you to do as far as formation goes is start forming other relationships outside of this particular situation. Right now, your heart is kind of caught up in it. So I don't think it would be the right time to kind of engage in another relationship per se, but you need to start forming other friendships outside of the situation. Maybe your own set of friends, and kind of start paving the way for yourself to kind of be able to pivot out of the situation. Because I also get the sense here you guys have a lot of friends together, so you need to kind of start forming your own set of friends outside of the situation, and I think you're going to be okay. So that said, I'm going to shut this thing down. This is a general love reading that may not resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you and you want to know a little bit more about this situation, I'll leave a link below. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine too. Just take what does and disregard the rest, okay? If you guys haven't already, please like, please share, and absolutely subscribe. My name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.